Okay. Well, I've got these instructions right here in my Canon, so I'm gonna bring out one of these, and I know right away if you're looking at them. Let me see if I can zoom in with this camera right here. Zoom out. Okay. Right here is the material I'll be using. Right here is the material I'll be using. And one thing to note is that you know, the Christopher Joe is from, you know, basically, for all intents and purposes, based on a colonial style ship. This is something I'm creating out of my own head, scary as it may seem. But yeah, I have no plans, and I have no, you know, this is not a model kit. This is something I'm putting together on my own. And what I did was I found these cannons. Now I don't know what ship they came from. I think it did come from a kit based on, you know, the image right there that came along with it. These are the instructions of how to put it together. Just by the fact that it's numbered, these are numbered pieces, and there's a number in the corner for where it fits on the plans. But this is a Spanish Galleon type cannon, and I knew that when I bought them. But they have such a character to them, and they were kind of low profile. I thought they would look fantastic on the Christopher Joe. And originally the Christopher Joe wasn't supposed to have cannons on it, but I decided to put them on. I think these will add a little character to the Christopher Joe. So I'm going to go ahead and put them together and put them on there and see how they look. I've already tested them and put them on there, and I've taken them off, you know, but I've never put one together. So I'm going to go ahead and put them together, and I'll probably just show one being put together, and then I'll go ahead and show you what it looks like on the ship before I get the cannon wall done. Okay, so first things first. I'm going to go ahead and put the wheels on it, and I'm going to flip it upside down. On these, there's like almost like a little channel that the wheels go through. A couple little raised areas, but not much, especially on the back wheels. Basically put it like that. Put a rim on there. Now this wire or rod is really easy to bend. Truthfully, I wouldn't mind having them a little straighter. They could have been a little more stiff. I'm not going to, after they get stuck to the deck, I'm definitely not going to be moving them around, but let me see if I can find. I'm going to get my it's a little too high. And put this piece of wood right here to, when I put the cannon across there, you see how I'm trying to balance it out between on this little axle. Now what I gotta do is stick it on there. Well. You didn't say it was going to be this difficult in the brochure. One thing I think I need to do, and I probably shouldn't put the tires on there at first. I am using a rather large tool. The wheels probably going to have to come off. Well, what you got to do is you got to cut that off, the end off first. And the reason why, because if you don't, the tires, or excuse me, the wheels are just going to keep coming right off. By giving it a little pinch to get some of that wire off, I may even come close to cutting it. What it's going to do is it's going to make a little pinch point where it's going to keep those. But it didn't. I guess it's going to be super glue. It's going to keep them on. It was a surprise to me, to be honest with you. So guess what I'm going to have to do? I'm going to have to come up with a size match. Use my smaller caliper. Almost 2 millimeters. Almost 8 millimeters. Eight millimeters. So it's 12 millimeters. I'll need to cut on that. It's almost and make it faster. Let's see if I got something else here. It's at least stiffer. Those will work. At least I have a backup. I'm not going to use those. I'm going to use what came with it. But at least I have a backup. These will work. I don't think the shaft is as thick as these are. And I lost one on the floor. I don't like it when I lose stuff. Alright, so the initial thing didn't work at first. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to find my ruler. This will work just fine. And I'm going to cut them at 12 millimeters a piece. So let's go ahead and take off these. I was hoping I wasn't going to have to mark them and cut them, but that's kind of what it looks like. Mark every one, cut every one. So, I don't know if a regular pencil is going to do it. I'm not even sure if I can even see that mark. That's interesting. And this is just going to make it more difficult to put the wheels on it. $12 mil, well, I kind of knew it was going to be a little bit longer. Well. Yeah, that's what I thought. Can't really get it in. I think I'm just going to have to glue it. Let's just see if I can get one axle on it. So I'm going to go ahead and glue it. Just a little bit of glue right there and right there. You don't have much time before this super glue sets up, so gotta make sure that they're straight. And even on both sides. Like so. So that didn't quite work out like I had planned. It's going to be a much longer process. Than I anticipated. It kind of works out pretty good though. Works out pretty good. I really don't like the way these things are going together, to be honest with you, but I don't know if I got a tool to get in there close enough. And this has a more, the front wheels have a more defined channel to put the axle through. So as far as getting it even and all that, I think it's it'll be relatively. I think it'd be more a little more easier to do on the front axles. Not too much play you can do. Now it looks like I had a little burr on the one of these wheels I just knocked off. Almost lost it on the floor. But it looks like I'm going to have to glue those axles. I mean the wheels to the axle. There's no other way for them to stay. You can see they just fell right off. I'm not entirely sure I cut that front axle the correct length. Absolutely did not want to glue those wheels, these little brass wheels, to the axles, but I had no other choice. You gotta watch that. Get a big old fuzz off the floor. But you gotta watch them dropping on the floor. They'll get away from you. Luckily I had enough light in here so it shined the entire time going across the floor. It has taken me a lot longer than I thought it would to get it done, but here's the last wheel. Here we go. One tenon thing done here. Did the axles at different the front one a slightly shorter length to see if I liked it better. And I really like the 12 millimeter measurement. I measured them both at 12 millimeters, but when I was over here on the front one, I marked it a little short just to see how it was going to turn out. And to be honest with you, I really think it's gonna go with the I think I'm really going to go with the 12 millimeter length. I like it a little bit better, just the look of it. And to finish it off on the brass cannons. Now my hope is that what I'm going to do is I'm going to tie rope around it. And there. Theirs looks very close to mine, or I should say mine looks very close to theirs. Like I said, there was really not much to it. It made it into a bigger deal than what it really was. And now since it's set up, I can pick it up, and I'm going to go ahead and put it on the Christopher Joe. And give you a look-see on it. So, let me get this scanner set up here. Alright, if I can get it into focus, there we go. There is the cannon on the Christopher Joe. Let me get it in view. You could tell that I cut the axle slightly shorter in the back, and like I said, I kind of like the not the back, the front there. Kind of like the front view. I mean the back view. If I could speak, the back view better. Right there, that's the cannon. I know it's just one. The cannon wall is not finished, but there we go. And if you ask me, I've seen the regular Colonial style cannons. These just add a little more character in it. You see how it's just elevated above the, oops, out of focus. Elevated above the cannon, I mean the bottom of the cannon wall right there. You know, that is like it's just perfect, the perfect height. Now all I gotta do is just kind of get the width. See how wide it is. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna fill that in with wood. Right there you can see the axle. Come on, back in focus. Back in focus. You see the difference between, you know what? Maybe not the 10 and a half, 11 millimeter that I cut the front at, but the 12 millimeter one in the back is slightly too long. I wonder if I could trim that up. That's what I'm gonna try next. I'm gonna try to trim that up. So, but the cannon, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna tie some rope around it, trying to make it more authentic looking, and then of course I'm going to get those. I'm gonna try to get those the rigging done. I'm not sure if you call it rigging when it comes to cannons, but have some rope going to the back of the cannon carriage, and back here. It's out of focus again. Back of the cannon carriage to the walls up there. See how that turns out. I'll just play around with it. See what I can come up with. So I'm gonna go ahead and put the rest of the cannons together, and see if I can finish those things out.